Everybody, Todd McFarlane. So today we're going to talk and see if we can do a mashup between DuckTales and Spawn. And now the question is, why would you even think of that, Todd? Well, so come on in here and take a look at it. We took a freeze frame. This is from DuckTales. See the DuckTales right here? This is the current one, the new version of it, not the old-fashioned one. And they're coming out of a theater. And if you go to the side, look at what was one of the posters they're walking by. This is Spawn, for all of you guys that remember. So we must have some fans there. So if we pull it back, we've got the ducks walking out and we've got Spawn. So now the question is, what would Spawny look like if he was in DuckTales? So we're going to do a quick drawing of that. I set myself up so I can do some quick coloring for you. So it would go something like this. We need a brush and we need a pen and we get the head. Oh, it's like let's go here. Ready? So the new heads are interesting. They almost look like TVs, that like what the size of old TVs. So they come in here and they're almost square and they're round, and then they have their big quaffs, right? Up in here. So this is their head up in here, and now we just have to figure out how to make it to be Spawn. So we'll give them the cool cape. We'll give them the little cow up over here. The ducks all have little skinny necks. We'll come up in here and I'll go in here and let's see if we can do some of this real fast and black. Kaboom! There we go. That's way faster, right? So there we go. And then we'll do some wrinkles in the cape here. Not too much detail because it's a duckland, so they're not going to be nearly as sexy as I do in my comic books. Then we're going to come up here with this. We'll give them some sort of meaner looking eyes, just a little bit. Right? Just a little bit. Because we don't want them to have the big sort of eyes that they normally have. So we'll come up in here. Give them a little bit of a frown. Why? Because Spawny's always sort of looking at you with a little bit of angst. So we'll come here. We get that, and then we'll come in here. Let me go back to the black. Let's get some black in here now and do the marking on him. And it will go something like this. And if I go to the edges here real quick, right. There we go. Hit a button. It's black. Nice, Todd McFarlane. Oh, thank you, Todd. All right, we'll go up in here. Looking good. We got a little bit of an Elvis hairdo. Looking pretty nice. And now we just got to get the markings over here on this side of the face. And then I played with it a little bit. Oh, hey, Todd, stop it. We'll come here. Come up in here. And the thing that's really going to make it DuckTales is, yes, boys and girls, if he has a bill. And so we're going to get to that here in a minute. We'll go back here. We'll give him the cape. All right. Give him the cool cape with the hooks in the corners on it. Give him the big cape. Let's spread it out here. Give him the cape on this side. Give him the hooks here. Hooks here. Lots of spreading capes that are on there. And then what we can do is we have a little bit of fun. That, you know, Spawny has these two skulls on it, right? What we can do is we can actually make it so that the skulls are actually duck bills. So we'll give them the teeth that we normally give. And then we'll come in here. And they'll be duck heads instead of human heads. Because if you're going to do something that is going to be playing with somebody else's artistic sort of look, you might as well go all the way. So we'll go boot, boot, boot. Go back down here a little bit. Give him that. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll give him some chains. All right, so the chains come in here. He has the big chains. Comes up in here. Boom, 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 boom. Finish a little bit of this. Give him some wrinkles. And then I'll do a quick color. I preset the color up in here so you guys don't have to watch me doing any sort of coloring. There we go. Up in here. Done. wrinkle, wrinkle. Good. All right, so we have all that. Maybe a little bit of a black neck. We're up in here. Let's go also, before we do all this, let me just finish this black up in here. And then let me do a little bit of white so he looks a little meanish up in here. And he has his little wrinkled brows. So we've got to give him a little bit of Spawny-esque. A little bit of Spawny-esque stuff. Okay, so there's our duck. Now, it doesn't quite look like it, but if we add some color, let's shrink it down here just a bit. We should get it if I pop in my color. There we go. Now I'll come in here and I'll clean this up just a bit. And I'll get the green of the eyes, the greens of the eyes. And then I'll clean up the whites up in here. Whites up in here. And we'll get the red. I won't worry about making this all perfect, so because we don't want to bore you here with all of that, but I'll come up in here, finish some of this. And then the one thing that seems to be missing that doesn't quite get him there, I don't think, is that he doesn't have his duck bill. So what we need to do is we actually need to have a little bit of fun, and we need to get the duck bill in there. So I've pre-built one right here that should finish this job, and then you'll be able to see how it all sort of comes and it looks. And we go here, and watch this. We end it right here. Last thing, kablam. If you're going to be in Duckland, you might as well have a beak on them, right? So come back in here, clean up the change just a little bit, and the duck head. Come back in here, and then Todd, Quacky, McFarlane. That's it. That's your lesson today. Do mashups. Go have some fun. And be on the lookout. Next time you see it, look for Spawny right there with your ducktail. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.